Welcome to ABB Power Connections Update. In this installment, we'll highlight two exciting new products launched by the Power Connections team. And we'll be discussing the potentially confusing topic of UL listed versus UL classified connections as it pertains to compression lugs with Greg Steinman. As businesses begin to open and industry picks up in 2021, you've probably been too busy to notice some of the great new items that have come to market within the Power Connections portfolio. Our new Stay-Con Ferrule Kit presents you with a great opportunity to reduce your inventory and package together your most common ferrule needs in a single easy-to-use kit. Gone are the days of you having to buy multiple boxes of ferrules for your team. This handy kit features 3,400 high-quality Stay-Con ferrules in 8 different sizes, along with the rugged strip and crimp tools needed to install them. Stay-Con ferrules help ensure reliable electrical connections when terminating conductors in screw-clamp terminal blocks. In addition to the Stay-Con ferrule kit, we introduced several improvements to our lithium-ion battery-powered hand tools. These improvements include quicker cycle times, a decrease in weight, and a common core battery system so that you might find some synergy with other battery tools in your bag. And this update to the ABB line of T&B tools features upgrades to our 6 through 15-ton compression tools, now equipped with widely utilized lithium-ion batteries. To learn more about the Ferrule Kit and our newly updated battery tools and any other Power Connections news, simply scan this QR code. Now, let's join Michael Mooneyham, Product Manager for Power Connections, and Greg Steinman, Codes and Standards Manager for ABB, as they discuss UL listed and UL classified connections.
Greg, there's a lot of questions in this day and age regarding UL listed versus UL classified connections. Given your expertise, could you provide us just a high-level synopsis of the difference in the two?
Sure. A UL classification is issued to a tool manufacturer when that tool manufacturer wants to evaluate that tool installing our connectors. A UL listing is issued to a connector manufacturer when the connector manufacturer identifies which tools that connector is to be installed with. So there are two different systems. The UL classification is issued in accordance with the UL Outline of Investigation, UL 1976, and the UL listing for the connectors is issued using UL 486A-486B and UL 486C for the listing. The testing criteria can be different depending on the connector application.
Okay, so you mentioned testing. Can you provide us a little detail as to what specifically is required for UL classified versus UL listed connections?
Sure. UL classifications are investigated using Class B or Class C building wire. Most color key connectors are listed for many finely stranded conductor classes, more finely stranded than Class B or C. So that classified tool may not have been investigated to install a flex type conductor, where our connector has been investigated with our tools for use with that flex type conductor. In addition, we do complementary list some of our connectors for use as grounding and bonding equipment. And that classified tool has not been investigated for use for our connector to be used as grounding and bonding equipment. So there is a big difference in the end application investigation of the two systems.
So to confirm, a UL classified connection doesn't have all the same attributes that a UL listed connection would have when it comes to grounding and bonding.
That is correct. There's not been any investigation of classified tools in a grounding and bonding application where our listed connectors, where identified on our instruction sheet and our labels, have been investigated for grounding and bonding. So that'd be a big difference, and the customer needs to be aware of that difference.
All right, so it sounds like with the color keyed method, you get this UL listed connection that is highly sought after by the electrical inspectors. Is that correct?
It's a good point. The electrical inspector is almost caught in between. If you've got a classified tool, there's instructions that come with that classified tool that indicates which connectors for which that tool is suitable to be used with. There's also an instruction sheet that comes with our listed connectors that say our connectors are suitable to be installed with the following T&B tools, as well as the end application of those connectors for finely stranded conductors and grounding and bonding. Those instructions contradict each other. So that inspector has to make a decision, okay, is that installation safe at the end of the day? So if that installation includes a grounding and bonding application or finely stranded conductors, then that's an unknown. That means that hasn't been tested, and it's unknown if that meets the safety criteria of the National Electrical Code in 110.3b.
That's terrific information. Really helps clarify the importance of what we're talking about today. If you have any questions regarding the color keyed method or anything that you've heard regarding UL listed or UL classified connections, reach out to your local ABB account representative and we'll be happy to help you.
Thanks for joining us today for our first installment of the Power Connections Quarterly Updates. We hope that you can join us next time as we'll continue to keep you up to date with all things Power Connections.